Hello, cooperating teachers. Welcome to the fall 2013 school year. I'm sure you're all happy to be back and at it. So I just wanted to do a quick little video. And first of all, if I haven't met you, introduce myself. I'm Matt Vollum, the coordinator for the Teacher Licensure Program. Thank you so much for hosting a student teacher at your school and working with the students. Just to kind of give you a little background on your students, we've spent all summer working together and basically learning how to teach and some tips and tricks of trades, and but nothing will compare to the 10 weeks that they're going to spend with you. Typically, the fall experience, their first student teaching experience, is I see the most amount of growth from them, especially the first few weeks. They really start to figure things out. So I think we got a good group this year, and I think you're going to enjoy working with them. A few things. This is the website that in the past I've emailed documents out, and I put it all on a website here, so it's got a bunch of things for you to look at and all the things I need here. So you can see the website right here. I'll also put a link in the email that I send to you. Just to go through this real quick, on the front page is some information. This is where the video will be, the video I'm recording right now. This is just a placeholder for right now, but so you should be watching this video first. It'll give you some quick information. But otherwise, throughout the experience, there are 3 things that I'm going to need turned back in. Now, obviously, you're going to be doing a lot more than that, but there are 3 main things that I need turned back to me. The first one here is the midterm formative evaluation. You can just go ahead and click on that link. It'll bring you to my Dropbox. And this is quite a lengthy evaluation. This is designed to be done almost on a daily / maybe weekly basis, where you kind of observe for a while and fill this out a little bit at a time. So this isn't designed to be done all at one time. So this should be the first 5 or 6 weeks. This is kind of a guideline of the things that I'm hoping you're looking for, and things that you can write all over this. And this is just like I said, a formative assessment that will be given back to me at about the 6th week or so. You can go ahead and give it to your student teacher, and they'll turn it into me. And that's a working document that should be shared with the student from time to time, or even, like I said, on a daily basis. Just click download to download it to your computer. You can print it out. You can do however you want. But that is the formative assessment. The final summative evaluation. This is what I'm going to need at the end of the experience. It's a 1-page. Quick and easy, fill that out. And this one should be either emailed to me or mailed to me. You can share this with your student teacher, but I would rather have this one sent directly from you. So again, you can download it to your computer. When you fill it out, you can either print it and send it, or you would have to go up and either save it as a different version, or you can export it too. Some people have problems getting that saved. And then the last thing I'm going to need is a letter of recommendation. This link will just bring you to some tips and hints that you can use, guidelines for letters of rec. Most of you have done them before, so those are the 3 things that you will need to turn into me throughout the program here. And a lot of the communication will come through your student teacher. I'll tell them to remind you about the midterm and all that stuff. The second tab here, if you click on Documents, these are just some informational things that if you want to look at, go ahead. This is a good one to look at. It's just a general guideline for the student teachers. Again, this is going to be their first experience student teaching, but we've spent all summer working with kids. They've done peer teaching. They've worked with the U of M camps here. They went out and worked at a summer school, so they've actually got quite a few hands-on. They've probably done minimum of maybe 10 lessons, with it, more than half of those being with real kids. So they do have pretty good experience. So, but I need to leave it up to you as a cooperating teacher and your experience and expertise on how fast you get them into the teaching role. But this is a general guideline. Again, I'm going to depend on you. If this looks like a good timeline, fine. Each student teacher is different. Some need a little more help. Some seem like they're ready to jump in a little bit more. So I'll let you kind of peer through this. Kind of shows maybe where they should be at for the first 10 weeks. But again, use your best judgment. And at any time, if you have questions, feel free to call or email me at any time. The other things are just some things that I'll let you look at. So a few more things about the experience. First of all, the U has moved to a co-teaching model. Some of you maybe have heard that. Some of you maybe haven't. And so we're starting, and I'm slower than a lot of the people here, but we're moving into more of a co-teaching model where everything's going to be shared. And I definitely want the planning to be shared and a lot of the experience to be shared where you can both be teaching and really benefit the students that way. At some point, it is helpful for you to step back if you feel comfortable to, maybe leave the room for a little bit and give them a chance to lead. So you can trade off doing that. Again, a lot of you have had student teachers from me in the past, and I certainly trust your judgment as far as that goes. If you have more questions about that, feel free to email me. Another thing is I really would like you to be demanding of the students. They're grad students. You should be demanding of them, and your expectations should be really high with them. We take that pretty seriously here, and we have a lot of conversations with the student teachers about the demands of being a student teacher. Again, it's their first experience, but they should be ready to go, and it shouldn't be anything that they feel overwhelmed about. So professionalism, huge, huge, huge. Anything that comes up, please let me know. They're hit on time and time again about they should never be late. There are no days off. We talked about this morning about sick, things like that. If they are sick, that's understandable. If there's an emergency, it's understandable. But the key thing there is communication, both to you and to myself. If anybody is showing up late, if anybody doesn't show up, which that should not happen, I need to know about that right away. So please communicate that to me. We need to take care of that right away. I don't expect that to be an issue, but if for some reason something happens, I need to know that. So also, as a program, the U of M expects our students to go above and beyond the expectations that are on paper. Yep, they're there to do their student teaching, but I want them to branch out a little bit. I want them to get to know the rest of the school. I want them to add things to your school. It shouldn't just be that they're coming in to teach physical education. They should be adding to your school. They should be adding value to your school and to your students. So if you have any suggestions for them, or if you have any things that, feel free to ask them to help out at things, whether it be a parent night or whatever it may be. Find things and invite them to be part of that. I think that's an important part of their student teaching experience. As far as conferences, if you have conferences during their experience, they should be expected to be there as well. And again, this is half-day student teaching, so they're going to be there in the mornings. They should be there for about half of your day. So whatever your day starts, whatever the amount of classes are, that are about half your day is what they should be there for. I also ask that you find some time to communicate, and find a time, if it's 5 or 10 minutes every day, just to reflect on things. Make sure you find some time on a daily basis, or maybe every other day, depending on your schedule. It really would help if you have that daily feedback. Lesson plans. Lesson plans should be done. Lesson plans, unit plans should be done prior to their lesson. And that's up to you if you say you want it 2 days beforehand, 1 day beforehand, whatever you feel comfortable with. But they are expected to do lesson plans every day that they are teaching or that they are the lead teacher. And it's fine if they take your lesson plan and change it around or do whatever they want for themselves. But please keep up with them on that. And just a note on that, we're using Google Drive for their lesson plans. So when they create lesson plans, it's going to be put into Google, which I have access to. And if you want access to it, they should be asking you about the best way to communicate lesson plans But that's the way we do it. We just put it up on Google Drive, so I always have access to it, and then you will too if you want to use that. Anything comes up with that, again, let me know earlier than later. Even if you just have an inkling about something, I'd rather have us have a conversation about that before it gets too deep into the experience, and then at the end you don't feel comfortable with them as moving them forward. So let's take care of that stuff early. Again, I think it's a good group, so I think we're going to be okay with that. Okay, if you're in Minneapolis, first day is Monday, August 19th for the student teachers. I know that you have Friday the 16th as your first day. We are still in classes all the way through the 16th, so they will still be finishing up a few things, and I just didn't. It wasn't fair for them to finish class on Thursday and then have to go a full day on Friday. So I told them that's their option if they want to go, but they are not required to be there on the 16th. They will start on the 19th. They should be contacting you within the next day or two. Today is the 6th. Within the day or two. If you're outside of Minneapolis, I believe your first day is August 26th, and they should be there for that. Their first week is considered all of the meetings. They should be at all of the meetings. They are required to be there full days for those meetings. So you can communicate to them. I know there's other stuff going on, and so you can talk about the schedule with them for that. So I think that's about it. I will make a visit for everyone. I'll stop in for a quick 5 to 10 minute. Just pop in, say hi to you, say hi to the student teacher, make sure you understand everything. I will do that the first week that there are students. So I won't do it during the meetings. I'll do it probably after maybe 2 or 3 days with students. Just a little introduction, and I know you're not going to know a whole lot about the student teacher, but just so we're all on the same page. So email me anytime, call me anytime. My cell phone is listed right here. That's my cell phone. I'm in schools a lot, so there are times I'm not in my office for a day or two. So my cell phone is the best way to get a hold of me if something is an emergency. Otherwise, email is my fastest way to be contacted. So I think that's it. Try to keep it short, 12 minutes or so. But anything comes up, let me know. Again, thank you so much for hosting Student Teacher, and I look forward to working with you. Thanks.